some young broke dude.
The other night I tried to make a curry and I got chili burns all over my face. So I thought to myself, hang on, doesn't milk soothe chili burns? It does. And I couldn't Google because I couldn't see. So I just had to blindly feel my way to the fridge and pour out a bowl of milk and then plant my face in the bowl of milk. Anyway, at that point the rice cooker went off and triggered a power surge which turned my electricity off, which I didn't notice at first because I had my face in a bowl of milk. And when I did emerge from the dairy prison, I thought I had gone blind with chili burns. So no, I don't really cook much.
So I was driving back to work after my lunch and I was blasting Celine Dion and I stopped at a red light. A cop pulled up alongside of me and rolled down his window and said, "That's my shit, turn it up!" And I sang Celine Dion with a PA state trooper. Custom digital pet portraits by me. Example of blue and yellow color palette portrait. Photorealistic, $75. Color palette, $100. Contact me for questions or commissions. Clear reference photo required. A reminder to please buy a portrait to support your local broke idiot son of a bitch.
I'm pretty sure that's too much money to have someone put a filter on that Beka your animal.
Here's a painting of the Mandalorian that I made. What do you guys think?
Looks suspiciously like you took the original photo and put an oil filter over it. Edit. Apparently I was correct.
You were 100% correct. OP is scum.
Phew, really glad I wasn't just being a dick. What a shitty thing to do.
I know, right? If OP had been honest and said, "Hey, check out this image I photoshopped to look like a painting," we would have been like, "Oh, nicely done, and that's really cool."
The character Lore was supposed to be a female android, but Brent Spiner came up with the idea of an evil twin instead.
Really, I've never heard before.
My record is 165 unbroken sit-ups and boot in 2 minutes. Now I just gotta add more weight, hitting 5 of 10 reps with 100 pounds. No, you absolutely did not do 165 sit-ups in 120 seconds. Not to any real all the way up, all the way down standard anyway. Come on now, you know I was in the army, right?
Follow Facebook giveaway group. Hi Reddit follow back people. Please join my group, the giveaway group. I will be doing giveaways. I am extremely new, so I don't know when the first giveaway will actually happen as I need the spots to fill. Right now the giveaway is 80 spots, $25 a spot. First place gets their choice of a brand new MacBook Pro or Dell laptop. Second is $200. Third is $100. Good luck!
This isn't even a good scam. You're advertising a Facebook scam on Reddit? Did you really think this would work?
Hey, Tamara Beth.
Hi fake Lenny Kravitz.
Hey, who told you that I'm fake? Please, never mind. I was wrong at first for messaging. I thought I should open a new account to chat some friends, but instead you insulted me by saying I'm fake.
What a loser.
I walked into the up-and-running store in Troy after being a loyal shopper there for 5 years and was told that they wouldn't help me. They also said they didn't carry the Saucony shoes I buy. Last time I checked, it was no specific Saucony shoes that I buy. Apparently they discriminate on who they want shopping in their store in Troy, especially if you have money to spend there. The woman who waited on me was in her late 20s, early 30s, brown hair, skinny, bad attitude. This was a very bad experience and just cost this up-and-running store several $100s as I won't be returning there ever again. I would not recommend the Troy store. The store was empty when I was told this and the employees were just standing around chit-chatting.
Andrew, you and I both know the reason we did not encourage a sale that day and why we feel it would be better for you to shop elsewhere. You absolutely know it has nothing to do with any type of discrimination, and the employees that were chit-chatting were actually trying to decide what action they should take, re your presence. I will not discuss this any further in this arena. If you would like to discuss the situation, please call the store, and our owner will continue this conversation. Thank you.
I'm at a big concert in the front row and the singer stops and points at me and says, "Angelina Jolie is here tonight, stand up and have a bow." And I'm like, "Me?" And he says, "Yes, face the audience." So I did, and such a compliment, but so much anxiety.
Worst treatment I ever had in my life. I went with my wife and my little baby for a cup of tea and they told us we needed to go because holding a table for a cup of tea wasn't worthy for them as a business. I still don't understand what was that about. We always try to support small business, but in this occasion they pushed us to Costa. Welcome to the wild new world, people. Let's make sure this doesn't happen again.
It is a very unfair review, as you are not telling the real story, but this is a small, independent establishment, and you took our only larger table, sat down with 3 large suitcases, and ordered 1 cup of tea between 3 people at lunchtime, and then stormed out without paying. It is too easy to leave untrue or biased reviews.
Not worth the money. Could not be more disappointed with quality of item. Very cheap. Does not feel like leather. Cheap pen. I feel cheated.
I'm sorry to hear you're disappointed with this journal. The journal is made from recycled leather and is clearly advertised as such. The pen is a good quality German-made diplomat pen. I'm guessing you were mostly disappointed that you were unable to cancel the order you placed with us because we had already customized it, as it was a priority prime order and they get pushed to the top of the queue. I'm sorry if this is the case, but we received this order from you and sent it out in good faith. If you had not chosen customization, we would of course had no issue canceling the order.
Dr. Sharmy David, in 25 years as a registered nurse, I have never met a more lazy, uncaring doctor than Dr. Sharmy David, not willing to help a patient at all. Terrible counseling skills and completely unsympathetic to the needs of the patient. It was obviously that she just wanted to end the consult quickly and get a fast Medicare dollar. I wouldn't recommend Dr. Sharmy David to look after a cactus, let alone a sick patient.
Your consultation on a public holiday lasted 20 minutes. We do not believe this is a rushed consult. Dr. Sharmy explained why she couldn't give you the medication you were after, and even showed you the medication instructions on this. She offered you alternative advice, and we are sorry if you feel this advice was not what you were wanting, but we back her clinical decision-making.
The beach near my house after the tourist left.
That's been posted here before, and here's a link to the article you probably took the picture from. Don't use littering as a way to get karma. This will do nothing for the world. Want to actually make a difference? Help clean it up. Edit. The original photographer is Frank Leopard.
Hashtag coronavirus. Large explosion in Wuhan, China just happened about an hour ago. Hashtag Wuhan, hashtag Wuhan coronavirus.
This account is spreading a bunch of fake videos. This is from a chemical plant explosion in Tianjin in 2015.
He lives next to me in a neighborhood which I won't disclose, but he's trying to get full custody of his daughter. From how much I know of him, I kinda hope he doesn't win the case for the sake of his daughter. He used to have 3 dogs, but one of them drowned in his pool because it was neglected, and the other 2 were sent away because they were constantly left outside in very dangerous weather. They weren't fed often, and if they were, it was raw meat, and they would get very muddy and not ever be clean, so we had to do with the hose. His daughter, who was in kindergarten, came over one day and was very behind for her age, most likely because she received no educational help at home.
His daughter just turned 1 in November. Kindergarten? What are you talking about?
I delivered supplies trough back door to storage area and rat droppings.
This is false. You are wrong. You are lying. A. We do not receive deliveries through our back door. B. Our facility exceeds the health and safety expectations of all my staff and our guests, along with the Toronto Health Public Food Safety Program. C. I have a personal relationship with all of our suppliers and their delivery teams, and I have verified that you are not employed by any of our suppliers. Based on your history of leaving questionable reviews on Google, I will file this one under invalid claim. Thank you.
Did you know there are aborted fetal cells in vaccines?
Just for accuracy's sake, it's worth noting that there are no cells from an aborted fetus in vaccines. Cells were taken from an elective abortion in the 1960s and used to create the cell culture which saves so many lives today. A small but rather important detail. Hashtag vaccines work.
This year keeps getting worse for my poor James. He OD'd on New Year's Day, but not his fault. Now the doctor said he has HIV. Do not get the flu vaccine. They don't know what viruses go in it. 3 of my nephews are autism, and now my poor son has to live with AIDS. Pray for him, please.
I knew James in high school, and I stopped being his friend the night he tried pressuring me into shooting up heroin at this chick's party. I'm sorry he has HIV, but stop adding to all of this anti-vax bullshit.
Just one question. Why does your friend have the same profile picture as this girl, aka this chick on Facebook? She's my ex. I reckon she's using my old phone that the picture's on. I still ain't got all my stuff for my exes. That includes my old Samsung to which that pic is on. I see. So your ex picked up your old phone, went onto your Facebook, changed your profile picture for some reason, then created a YouTube account and used the exact same picture. In addition, you just happened to respond on the same day I left this comment. Yep, story checks out. You're free to go. offering a substantial income from online writing. Hi, I'm a professional online writer with a few active gigs, and I'm offering intel on decent gigs with weekly paychecks. I can provide screens if necessary. Most of my work is in e-commerce. Product description, similar to Amazon content. Hit me up if interested.
I would love to know more about this.
So that's why you opened a chat with me saying that you need work and asking for recommendations, so you can sell them to desperate new writers. You're scum. Glad I didn't fall for it.
Update. After 16 hours of construction, the first building of Woshenchan Hospital in Wuhan is completed on Monday. The hospital is expected to be handed over to the military on February 2nd upon completion and put into use for coronavirus patients.
Reverse image search shows this exact photo down to the bicycle in the foreground. Has been previously used to advertise modular buildings.
18-year-old female looking for a gaming buddy to play. Outward, preferably a female. Emily, 14-year-old female, USA.
Lying about this is really creepy. In another post you say you're 21. In another you talk about remembering Steam sales from 2011. You would have been 5 at the time if you're actually 14. And in another post you say you are male. Stop being a creep. Edit proof for anyone who doubts.
Dude has a YouTube channel. At least make a fake account to creep.
Purchased the Staples Center when I attended his last game, a part of his limited edition 24 collection he introduced that day. Rare. It's been sold out for almost 4 years. Size large, brand new with tags, never worn. Thank you, Kobe Bryant.
Wow! How was there a shirt available at his last game predicting how many points he was going to score?
This shit is not a joke. Carry your hand sanitizer and wet wipes. Please cover your fucking mouth. Oakland's Kaiser is under quarantine and this isn't being reported. Doctors still don't know how this disease can be spread.
Our Oakland Medical Center is open and operating as usual. There are no cases of coronavirus and no quarantine at the medical center. Visitors may notice that we are holding training this morning as part of our ongoing emergency preparedness.
Hey,
Hi.
how are you?
Good, you?
I'm good, what are you doing?
About to clean the driveway.
I see, are you single?
I'm not.
I see.
Are you?
Yes.
I went to high school with your wife.
Oh.
Sleeping in the stairwell, couldn't get off at my stop. Yay, high school!
You missed your stop? There's another door right beside him.
No, he missed his stop. He's clearly blocking all the exits.
Why couldn't you get off? Seems a little dramatic. Sure, the kid is being rude by propping himself there, but pretty sure you could still exit the train.
Also, more than one door generally opens.
Isn't there another door just to the right of the handrail?
Caitlyn Jenner shuts Ricky Gervais down in tense run-in after his gags about her.
This is absolutely false. She was lovely and gracious. She said she loved my Golden Globes monologue, and I said I loved her stint in I'm a Celebrity. And that was it. No snubbing, no awkwardness, no rudeness.
Forgot to put the tray back in.
No, you didn't, because this is a pic someone else already posted.
Reposted from r/well that sucks. OP, you have fucking 16 karma. The OP of this photo went to the front page and it got over 50,000 upvotes, so he gained at least 10 to 15,000 on that post. Clearly not the case with you.
This is a color photo.
No, it's not. Swans have orange beaks and mallards are green, purple, blue with yellow beaks. Not to mention humans don't have gray hands.
So, I read that it was rigged to fall apart. It never hit an iceberg. The Rothschilds were in on it along with the Federal Reserve, and it wasn't ready to sail off, and they knew it, and they did it anyways, knowing it would fail. That's the information that I found so far.
Given that the Federal Reserve wasn't even created until 1913, that seems...
The slow but very real progression into fascism as charted by the evolution of the Lego police officer.
Is the last one real?
Yes, others have said it isn't. The one previous to last is also fake in the sense that that design does not come with that helmet. The two previous to that are real but disingenuous given the fact that they're bike cops and not just standard street cops like the rest. That's where the helmets come from. Modern standard police figures still come without helmet or militarization. This entire post is bait basically.
I once hit a ball off the sidewalk into a passing bus and it bounced on the green. My playing partner said, "That's impossible." I calmly said, "You have to know the bus schedule."
I was being a dick to a taxi driver tonight and didn't pay my fare, so I done a runner and left my phone in the car 'cause I'm a stupid cunt and this is the taxi driver writing the status.
I was having my lunch, and all of a sudden you could hear and feel how some kid started its tantrum in the corridor outside the restaurant. The screaming got louder and louder and louder. Seriously, you couldn't hear anything but that unholy, devilish noise, and it was still somehow getting louder. And then, this guy sitting at the table next to me stands up and walks out of the door into the corridor. A few seconds later, I heard a single deep hush, and all of a sudden there was no more kid screaming. The sweet sound of silence made me almost shed a tear. No kidding. Then this guy came back with a big grin on his face, and when he went past my table, I quietly whispered, "Thanks," and his grin got even wider. Not all heroes wear capes.
Now, son, this is gonna be a little bit awkward for the both of us, but your mother thinks you're at that age where I need to sit you down and give you the talk.
Oh my god, Dad, no thanks.
Now, I know you've been seeing this girl from school, and your mother and I just want to make sure you're being smart, and, well, what do you know about sex? Have they taught you about this in school?
Yeah, Dad. They taught us sex ed in, like, the 5th grade.
What?
Yeah, I don't need to hear the talk from you. I already got it at school, like, 7 years ago.
Well, that makes things a bit simpler.
Yeah, and besides, I haven't been seeing a girl. We went out for coffee once. We've hardly talked at all since then.
Okay, well, that's relieving, but still, it's always best to be safe. Have you ever heard the expression, wrap it before you tap it?
Oh my god, Dad, stop.
What? You know, I may not look it, but I know a thing or two about sex. When I was your age, I was something of a ladies' man, if I do say so myself.
Okay, Dad, right, that makes sense.
I was, not even pulling your leg. I was a lot more handsome and rugged in my youth than I am these days. Don't let this big old gut fool you, son. I could charm a lady or two back in my day.
Yeah, me too. I get all the girls. Big, small, hairy, bald, I get them all.
I'm not lying. You see, I worked on a farm back then. It kept me in shape, lifting hay bales and roping cattle in the hot sun all day every day. I was a lot more athletic, too. I was on the high school swimming team. I had shoulders out to here, arms like this, and before I gained all this weight and my cheeks puffed out, I had a jawline like it was carved out of granite.
And now you got nose hair longer than your mustache and pit stains as yellow as Mom's hair when she tried to bleach it last summer.
Very funny. You get that sense of humor from me, you know. I was something of a comedian in school, too. A class clown, if you want to call it that. Always roasting the teachers and sending my friends into fits of uncontrollable laughter. Class Clown Carl, they called me, and they spelled it with all K's to go with how my name is spelled. Triple K, tell us a joke, they'd say. Voted most likely to become a superhero in my graduation year. You know, because of my superior athletic abilities and my unwavering motivation, dedication, focus, and drive.
Well, Dad, that's all well and good, but I got a lot of homework to do and...
Well, not a problem at all, my son. Let me just, get off your... Can you help me get up?
Yeah, here, just...
Oh, one sec.
Here,
You got-
no, yeah.
Okay. Okay, there we go. Thanks, buddy.
No problem, Dad.
Love you, son. See you at dinner.
Love you too, Dad.